Hello everyone, and welcome to this speed paint for a YouTube stream thumbnail on my gaming channel TinaZX. And I'll be drawing Avakot from Soulframe. And I wanted to draw him specifically because the wiki is named after him, the Avakot wiki. And he seems like to be a very iconic character, even though I think even though in my streams I named it wrong. I think I said Akavot, not Avakot. Avakot, Avocado. And I think I got Akavot from Skyrim. I think there's a horse named Akavot. But that is a side tangent. Let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Before I started drawing, I did a warm-up, as you can see, in the very first couple frames. And for this speed paint, I wanted to have a meme. Because in Soulframe, the currency is called Drax. And I barely have any Drax. I'm pretty poor in that game. And as a pre-alpha, sometimes the game doesn't register my money. So when I quit and come back, it removes like 10k of my Drax. And I'm back to 1k and I'm poor again. So I thought I'd do the Megamind meme, no maidens. But instead of no maidens, I'd write no Drax. And I also wanted to be very fast with this speed paint. You're going to see in the timer that this will take only 47 minutes, which I think is really fast. I will say the quality is not as good. It's pretty subpar to what I would do in 2 hours, I'd say. But the goal was to just make a noticeable thumbnail, so that's why Avakot. Shoot, I already forgot to say. Avakot is very zoomed in, and I tried to make it to where it looks warped like the Megamind meme. But later down the line, I'm gonna warp it even more with Clip Studio Paint's tools. There's not too much to say about the liner and stuff. I try to, with my warm-ups, as I mentioned earlier. One of my warm-ups is to control the weight of my pen on the cursor, so you can see how in the line art it's very in weight, and I do like that a lot. I think it adds, I guess, wholeness to the character, or more so, yeah. Anyways, and I also grayed out I added a layer on top to gray out the values so I can see the true values of the colors that I'm using. Because I wanted to make sure it pops where it needs to, and where it needs to be subtle, it's subtle. So his face is mostly subtle, but like in the areas where near his neck it's dark, and the lower part of his eyes to make him look, I guess, a little tired, sick of losing to me in that game. I already forgot. It's been a while since I played Soulframe, but you can play a game with Avakot. You don't get anything from it, but other than mocking him and stroking your own ego. I try to add like some tree textures to it a little bit on his body, because he's very a textury character, but I don't think I nailed it too well, but it's alright. I also did some scratch marks or cross hatching here and there because I thought I added some texture, like I said. So next is his shell. I don't know exactly what his shell is made of. There's no maidens Megamind there. Yeah, I'm not sure what his shell is made of. It's wood, probably. So I try to texture it similar to wood. And I try to follow the lines or the main lines that you see on Avakot's wood shell. And I do like how it's textured. I definitely need some practice on that. I for sure maybe should buy a book on that. I've bought 2 anatomy books. I'll put them in the description if you're curious, and also not sponsored by them, but they've been useful. Rim lighting, I mean, who doesn't really like rim lighting? It's chef's kiss. Really love rim lighting. It makes the character feel like it pops, and makes him feel more 3D, I'd say. You can tell, one of the things I don't really like about this is that his left eye is bulbously big. I think the proportions are wrong, and I try to fix that again. Like I said before, I try to fix that with Clip Studio's warp tools, and it gave better results for sure. And here I am cross-hatching more and adding shading to areas where there would be shading, because it's not getting hit by the light. It is casting. It is the objects atop that. Yeah, I'm trying to explain how shadows work. I think you all know how shadows work. But yeah, I'm trying to add more textures, add more lighting to areas, so that it feels more poppy and maybe more greenery, like grass. Grass isn't necessarily chaotic, but I don't know what I'm saying. Here I am adding a tone curve and color balance to correct the color values to make it pop a bit more. And here I am just warping it. I combine all the layers so I can just warp the entire thing and try to fix it. So it's just a lot of pulling in, pulling back, and apparently rotating it. And here I am just adding some extra stuff. Since it's a thumbnail, I don't think it would really be noticeable that I just added that after combining the layers, so it's not too bad. I also added the bark tree from the background, from the Rally reference image, and I'm pretty proud of this tree. I don't draw trees that often. I think the last tree I've ever drawn was in that challenge video where I have to do what Jandril, aka Jacob, does. Please check out that video if you're interested. Yeah, I tried to make big strokes with that tree because I knew I was gonna blur it out because it's in the background. And I added little like spectacles, like in my reference image, there's like little dust, glowing dust, and like maybe some fairies. I don't know. It's very nature, very natural. So I wanted to get that. I also decided to like tone down the saturation, but I decided not to, and I added just a gradient layer of highlight towards the bottom left of the canvas. And here I'm just adding some soft brushes or soft brush strokes and trying to make it pop a bit more in the lighting area. And overall, I think it's, it's okay. And the last part, of course, the meme can't be complete without the no tracks. And yeah, that is the speed paint for Avakot. Avakot. I think the thumbnail is pretty good. I did it within 47-ish minutes, and I'm pretty proud of what I was able to do within that time frame. I really want to be faster with my art, so this was good practice, and that practice was about a month ago, so I should really get back into it. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed the speed paint. So if you liked it, please subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.